They don't want to see us win, prosper, and they'll do anything in their power to stop that. To them, we're not even considered human beings. It's time we stand together.
Peace and power, black power, my brothers and sisters. You're listening to the Midnight Advocate, where we illuminate the shadows of injustice and stand as a voice for the voiceless. I'm Lucious Conway, your Midnight Minister of Justice, coming through the airwaves with truth, courage, and legal knowledge. Tonight's truth is this: behind bars does not mean you're beyond protection. The Constitution doesn't pause at the prison gates. We're talking about the rights of the incarcerated, our brothers and sisters behind bars. Because justice doesn't stop when the cell door closes. It's midnight. Let's bring spiritual freedom to the physically confined. Come close for a minute, family. Let me talk to you. Many years ago, I walked into a state prison to visit a man who had written me a 5-page letter. He wasn't asking for sympathy. He was asking for strategy. He had been placed in solitary confinement for months, denied medical care, and beaten for speaking up. What struck me wasn't just the abuse. It was the clearness of the brother's mind and the strength of his spirit. Yeah, we are some resilient people. Excuse me, Timex ain't got nothing on us. We've been taking a licking and still ticking since creation. So the brother wasn't reaching out to me asking for release. He was asking for recognition. For someone to see him as still a human, as a man, as a citizen whose rights still mattered. Because they did, and they do. So we filed grievances. We contacted civil rights groups. And over time, the system backed down. Certainly not because it wanted to, but because it had to. My brother's still incarcerated, but he's no longer invisible. And that taught me our people on the inside still need advocates on the outside. Hear me on this, my brothers and my sisters. Incarceration is not permission for abuse. It is not a loophole for dehumanization. Dehumanization is another word for treating people worse than animals like they did our ancestors and still try to do us as enslaved and quasi-enslaved black people. Well, people in prison still have rights. And when we ignore their voices, we allow injustice to grow stronger in silence. They have the right to be free from cruel and unusual punishment. They have the right to medical care. They have the right to practice their faith. They have the right to access legal resources. And they have the right to dignity. The Midnight Advocate exists to remind the world every locked up soul is still a child of God and worthy of justice. In our Midnight Law Brief, our topic is Know the Rights of the Incarcerated. And these 3 key protections. The Eighth Amendment to the Constitution of the United States protects against cruel and unusual punishment, which includes the denial of medical care, excessive force, unsafe conditions as violations of that Eighth Amendment protection against cruel and unusual punishment. The First Amendment, that's number 2, protects religious practice and freedom of expression and access to mail. Number 3 is due process, which is in the 14th Amendment, which protects us against arbitrary punishment, including unjust solitary confinement or loss of privileges without a fair hearing. Some tools for advocacy is writing grievances within the system, and these are critical for legal records, reaching out to civil rights organizations like the ACLU's Prison Project or local prison watchdogs, filing a Section 1983 claim for constitutional violations in federal court. You've got a resource, of course, coming up on the next slide, which includes a tiny URL. I want you to use it, share it, and stand with the brothers and the sisters behind bars to make sure that their rights aren't being violated. When someone behind bars calls on you, spiritually, legally, emotionally, don't turn away. You may not be able to accept a collect call, but you can get a letter and you can pay for a postage stamp and write them back. You can be there for them and let them know that they are not alone. So on that next slide, write that tiny URL down, go there and get informed and get involved. Our spiritual food tonight is from Hebrews chapter 13, verse 3. Remember those in prison as though you were in prison with them. Compassion. It's not weakness. It's witness. We are not called to forget the suffering. We are called to see our brothers and sisters, to hear our brothers and sisters, to remember our brothers and sisters. Your heart for justice is a holy thing. When we speak up for the incarcerated, we're reflecting the heart of a God who breaks chains and restores names. So don't shy away from their stories. Let your heart be stirred. Let your prayers be heard. And include each one of them. Justice isn't just a courtroom concept. It's a life commitment. If someone you love is incarcerated, don't give up. Learn the law. Write the letters. Make the calls. File the forms. If you are free, use your freedom to fight for someone who isn't. It's our obligation to look out for those who may not be in a position to look out for themselves. How they got in that position is really irrelevant to our responsibility and obligation toward them, because love, true love, is unconditional. So you see your slide, you see your tiny URL, you are writing that down and you're going to see what's there. You're responding to those that you know are in prison, and you're writing to those you know who are in prison to encourage them and invite them to let you know what they believe might be a violation of their rights so that you can advocate for them. That tiny URL is going to give you some legal tools. It's going to give you some information on constitutional rights, and it's going to give you some strategies that you can use to advocate. Above all, keep showing up in love and in truth. Let's pray it out. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May bless the heart that refuses to forget the forgotten. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May grace surround every advocate and every prisoner seeking justice. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. May his peace reach even the darkest cell and the heaviest soul. Rest well, family. You are a witness of justice. You are a vessel of compassion. This is the Midnight Advocate, and we rise, one voice, one visit, one midnight at a time.